Hi Gemini, and welcome to your July the 15th to the end of July reading. So can you give me a minute while I adjust my camera? Wonderful, much better. Okay, so the Lenormand that you pulled is the mask. So the question I've got, is there an area in your life, Gemini, where you're wearing a mask? I mean, we all wear a mask to a certain extent in our professional setting, but I wonder if there's a feeling within you. The North Node in Gemini is all attention's on your sign. It's a really big thing when the North Node's in your sign. It's an opportunity for you to drop this mask and to become your authentic self. So to honor those passions, those desires, what the soul's really about. So I don't want to comment any more until I see where this is acting out. We tend to mostly wear masks in the work environment. Sometimes we do it in our relationships. I think it tends to show up mostly in the work environment, unless we're chronic people pleasers, which I don't tend to class a Gemini as a people pleaser, but we all are to a certain extent. So I've already done the collective reading. I think I'm going to start doing a weekly one for everyone, where I just talk about what's going on, what's good, what's challenging, and things like that. But if you do check it out, I got a lot of really positive feedback the last time about what was happening, and because what's going on at an individual is always going to be mirrored in the collective, and there's a lot of masks coming off, as most people who watch the news can see. So this theme is going to be very, very strong for a lot of people. So I'm extremely intrigued. I'm only doing 6 cards. Everyone's readings are ultra complicated, Gemini. And I already thought, oh my gosh, I should have done the longer readings. There's a lot of people needing private readings at the moment. So I'm trying to juggle both. You're not less important, by the way. But I'm just trying to juggle it. So I'm only doing 6 cards. So show me what this mask is about for Gemini. Where do you want the mask to come off? Where do you want Gemini to move into their power? Which is always about communication for you, Gemini. Yeah, expressing yourself, expressing your authentic self. My Gemini is in my house of creativity. So I express myself a lot through words. I write a lot. I speak a lot, as you all know. But understanding what you're about, what your solar energy wants to do, it's very, very important. But anyhow, let me look. 5 of Cups behind you. The gift is a 7 of Cups. So already we've got an emotional theme going on. Some of you might be facing a choice with that 7 of Cups. It's a very, very Neptune-y card. Neptune's always a little bit of a fog. Fog is a very, very important transit if we don't get lost in it. Sometimes everything becomes blurred because our path forward's not clear. Let me give a minute. Challenge yet. 2 of Wands, path forward. So there's a little bit of confusion about the path forward, extremely, but it's a gift. So when fog and confusion becomes a gift, we simply know it's not the time to act, plus something's been stirred up way, way deep within us. Other people's energy is the Magician. So other people's energy is all the aces, very, very powerful energy coming from other people. But you're not convinced by the looks of it. The Emperor is underneath the 7 of Cups. I think some of you are quite confused about your life direction. Actually, can I change that? I think Gemini is confused about their life direction. Aries card underneath the Seven of Cups. Aries is I am and I will. Aries is very much that impulse to initiate, destiny, impulse, drive. But with the Seven of Cups, there's a little bit of confusion about where that energy wants to manifest, okay? And the Eight of Swords, which is about feeling a little bit trapped by circumstances, okay? Sorry, Gemini, it's really noisy in here. So already we've got a picture. So where's Gemini wearing a mask? I'm not totally sure, even though you've got these cups. Cups represent our emotions, yeah. There's a lot of confusion. The Five of Cups behind you is that feeling of disappointment. Maybe something's not worked out. The Five of Cups is a process card, so it means that you're working something through. The fact the Seven of Cups is the gift means that you're moving through this Five of Cups. You're moving forward, but you're not at the 10 yet. You're still very, very much in process, which is what the Eight of Swords is saying. What is this about? I want one card to clarify what this is about. Yeah, look, you get the Leo card. You get the Leo and the Aries card. So all the fire signs and the fire element represents a sense of destiny. Yeah, basically, it's very much about self. What am I here to bring to this world? Yeah. What is my passion? That sort of energy. All the fire signs are. And I think that's what Gemini is going to be going through. It's going to be happening because you're having the North Node in Gemini anyhow. And that's very, very clear, this reading, with the Two of Wands as a challenge, which is that sense of life direction. Not all the answers are going to come right away, because the Eight of Swords is the outcome. So that's still feeling a little bit. A classic example of this is almost like Gemini. Some of you are living a life that's too small for you. And I'm getting a little bit of a sense of feeling these major arcanas are the hands of the divine, way more powerful than us. They're about soul energies, and we cannot, well actually some people do hold down soul energies. But these soul energies are wanting you to push forward, yeah. I think the mistake we make is when we've got this desire to push forward, we only have to do small steps to begin to build energy to make changes. You are a little bit confused about what this direction's to be, really, really clearly. I'm very, very surprised if this is to do with your relationships. Because the Magician, tell me more about the relationships for Gemini. What's the Magician about, please? Because Magician is other people's energy, which is very focused, very intentional, very directive. You know, because... But then you get the Nine of Swords with it. Because the Magician is about intention. It's about manifestation, knowing what you want and going for it. He holds all the aces, basically. He holds all the energy of new beginnings. But the Nine of Swords is a contraction energy. So already the people in your life already have a little bit of a dilemma that you've got going on. Most people in our lives, I call it, I mean, it's almost like a smoky mirror. They quite often have the same issues as us, and I am not talking about toxic abusive situations, Gemini. I'm talking about everyday life, okay? That's another ball game. But look at your relationship energy. So this is really soul power, the Magician, but it's with an energy of contraction. So the people in your life might be holding back their true desires. Yeah. And it's always through fear. The Nine of Swords is a contraction energy. But the irony is, so these are your cards, the Aries and the Leo cards, the pioneer, the sense of destiny, the sense of passion. But it's with these cards, which are holding back energies. Now, Gemini, what I want to say to you is most of us in life have desire. We have desire to bring forward what our soul's about. And we all meet roadblocks. I don't know why. It's almost like it's just part of our process. And some people might argue it's because when we develop ways to cope with our frustrations, then we have the ability to guide other people. Yeah, that's why. So a roadblock is not a mistake. It's part of the process that we're in. But it's a mistake when you bang your head against the wall. When you take a step back, take a breather, and thinking, okay, at the moment, all I'm meeting is this brick wall. What does the universe want me to do? And because the Seven of Cups is the gift, it almost seems that the universe is almost whispering in your ear that it's okay to be in this process, that it's not a mistake, that it's okay sometimes to be confused, that it's okay sometimes to be vague, you know. Fog is a natural elemental thing that we have, okay? But when fog tends to clear, we have a new vision, yeah? We have a new sight, we have a new vision. But you can't make it go away. So if you can't make something go away, we need to go down that tantric path. And the tantric path is that of honouring what is. So it's almost like, okay, I don't know the way forward. I am very confused. I've got this sense of real fire in my belly that wants to come forward. But it's meeting a little bit of resistance. But when we say that resistance is okay, then we're not in the negative side of the Eight of Swords. We're allowing. And that's when the universe tends to become a little bit more open and begins to reveal the path forward in a way that's much more accessible to us. I'm going to ask for an advice card for you. Oh, you get the Eight of Pentacles. That's a funny old card to get. That's the apprenticeship card. Mastering skills. A lot of people have been having it because a lot of people have done a lot of rethinking during the virus, and a lot of them don't want to go back to what was. So there's a lot of energies. How can I master a new skill and bring it forward into the world? That's what the Eight of Pentacles is about. So they might even juggle. They might be learning new skills in order to manifest some, in order to make it, to find a new way of being in the world. And no one likes the word patience. Patience is part of the divine's energy. And when we can't be patient, we tend to be in frustration, which means we're operating on self-will and not aligning with this universal energy that's always trying to get our lives to move forward. But it doesn't manifest unless we have this place of stillness, this place of calmness, and this place of allowing, Gemini. It was a very, very interesting reading. And there's definitely reflection on what you're going through with whoever's in your life is going through, because they've got this fear of their own power. maybe you've got a little bit of fear of your own power. I think everyone's got fear of owning their own power. But it's states of mind versus soul energy. And states of mind tend to be our life stories, the scripts that we inherited. I'm not good enough, I'm not this enough. And that's always the battle. That is the battle. Maybe that's what the mask is about. Dropping that mask and going, no, I want to bring forward the greatest version of myself in this world. A little bit, Gemini, everyone's reading's been confusing. You're all going to have to be ultra kind to me because it's quite hard when all the readings are confusing. Anyhow, much love to you. Bye.